What's going on, everybody? My name is One Piece Opinion, and I welcome you back to the channel. Since Chapter 628 was released back on June 20th, 2011, a full decade ago, Joy Boy, a mysterious figure from the Void Century, has been a major focus for theories and discussion amongst the community. We know practically nothing of this person, but we do know they are most likely the original founder or creator of the One Piece, based off of what we've seen from dialogue when the Roger Pirates reach Laugh Tale. Roger states,
"Oh, Joy Boy, I wish I'd been born in your time. This is quite a treasure you've left behind. A tale full of laughs."
It's pretty clear from this dialogue that Joy Boy was a real person, a living, intelligent being. So why do I say that Joy Boy is a power-up? One simple idea. Inherited will. Literally in the first lines of the series, we are introduced to inherited will. Ambitions of former legends and dreamers who fell short, passed on to the next generation. For Luffy, it's fairly evident through the first 3/4 of the series that Luffy is following the will of Goldie Roger. But as the series has progressed, we've seen more and more mentions of Joy Boy being directly tied to Luffy. Most notably, Kaido directly said, in regards to Luffy,
"I guess you couldn't become Joy Boy either."
Knowing Oda, he is very meticulous with his wording and is very intentional with what he says. Kaido very specifically stated that Luffy couldn't become Joy Boy. Let me slow it down. If you recall from chapter 10-11, Kaido states,
"Looks like you're enjoying this fight. The greater the risk, the wider your smile. And the wider you smile, right?"
The last two panels of this statement are easily my favorite panels in the entire series. The look Luffy and Kaido are giving each other just fills me with hype and excitement, even though I know the outcome of the battle it takes place in. Anyways, this line has been widely debated, and there are many possible meanings to what he could say. But seeing as how I am One Piece Opinion, in my opinion, Kaido is stating that something is going to happen to Luffy if he keeps smiling. In the Japanese version, Kaido uses the term wadao, a term which is heavily tied to the D clan. When a D member dies, they smile, but the term for their smile is wadao or wadai. Wadao directly translates to laughter, but it can also be used to describe a type of smile, the type of smile someone shows when they are laughing. And Luffy is doing this laughing smile in the panel that he's facing up against Kaido. A wadao smile would literally mean a laughing smile, and laughing and smiles are most commonly referred to as acts of joy. Joy Boy. Through this wadao, as I'm going to refer to it from now on, perhaps the members of the D clan can tap into this will of Joy Boy. Another thing I'd like to mention is the giant straw hat in Marijois. Now, this isn't my theory, but it does tie into this theory. But what if the straw hat in Marijois belonged to Joy Boy, whose will was reincarnated in Roger, who passed his will onto Shanks, who passed it on to Luffy, all 3 generations starting with Roger possessing the same straw hat. Roger had some of the greatest haki we have ever seen in the series, only rivaled by Whitebeard, Garp, and Rocks. And with 2 other Yonko confirmed to have Conqueror's coding, it isn't far-fetched to assume that Shanks, a Yonko, would have it as well. Haki is will or willpower. That's literally what it means. So to see 3 people who wore a straw hat exhibiting top-tier haki is a bit more than a coincidence. When you put all of these pieces together, you can paint a pretty decent picture of what Kaido meant in chapter 10-14. To sum it up, those born with the will of D are naturally adept at learning and mastering haki. They all die with a laughing smile, and they all have the ability to tap into the will of Joy Boy through the mechanism of the wadao. The way I see it, Luffy would tap into the will of Joy Boy and increase his haki abilities. It would be sort of kinda like the Sage of Six Paths powers being reincarnated in Naruto and Sasuke, but granted under a completely different circumstance. I believe we may see a glimpse of what the will of Joy Boy really is by the end of Wano, similar to how we began seeing glimpses of Conqueror's haki before the time skip. The only power-up that would make sense given the context of this theory and the context of the story, if Luffy were to inherit the will of Joy Boy, would be haki, as the strength of a person's haki is only as strong as their will. Nothing can withstand the power of the human will if it is willing to stake its very existence to the extent of its purpose. Benjamin Disraeli. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment in the comment section what you want to see me do in the future. I hope you're healthy, I hope you're happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.